cybersecurity, it's something you think about only in the network, but what about when you get to an automobile, you actually have sensors and so forth, and you have the physical opportunity to affect those sensors. In Regulus, that's what you guys are doing. You're detecting anomalies that could happen out in the real world. Why don't you tell us briefly about what that means?
So, as you mentioned, cyber is not only related to connected attack or connected car security or any other device. There's the issue of sensors. Sensors are quite hackable today, meaning you don't need to connect to anything. You actually transmit signals in the air. If it's GPS, you will transmit the fake GPS signal against it. If it's LiDAR, you can transmit fake LiDAR signals or lasers. And radar, same thing, you can transmit fake RF signals against the radar. And the issues vary. So if it's a radar, it will cause fake obstacles. And if it's a GPS, you can actually fake the location, fake the time, which is sometimes even more important.
So one of the things that's impressive about this, and I'll let Dr. Kornhauser and Fred's podcast kind of go into more detail about your company and stuff, but what we want to focus on here is you have a demonstration of how this works in the real world. So why don't we do a demo of that, and we'll cut away to the demo.
So what you see here is actually our spoofing box. The reason is that there's a box is that we don't want to spoof everyone's phones, locking them or causing them other issues. The attack itself is quite violent. So we have this special box. You can see a little antenna, and you can see the transmitter that we use in order to transmit fake GPS data. You can see it here on the screen. We can actually define a route, or we can define a position that will actually take the GPS to that position. So we will show it in a second. And again, this is we show it on a mobile phone. It can affect any GPS receiver that you're using in a car, in your phone, in your airplane. And let's see the attack.
So we're putting here the iPhone, and as you can see, it's in the west gate. Now I'm going to cover the box and just put this camera on. So now you can see we're in the west gate. Now I'm going to start the attack. And as you can see, and you will soon see once it starts, that we will jump to the Venetian, and after a few seconds we will also start moving towards the Hoover Dam. So now
I see your anomaly is coming up there.
Yeah, now it started. So we are already moved near the Venetian. You see the gondola rides of the Venetian. So we immediately jumped, and so now we are transmitting the Venetian location, and soon we will start moving. After a few seconds, we have preset this, pre-program it to start moving after 30 seconds. So now you can see it is moving as we programmed it to do. And as you can, and again, this is the latest iPhone with the latest technology, and still very easily to cheat and to spoof.
So how do you detect this, and what happens after you detect it?
So we created a technology to actually detect that spoofing attack is going on. We are able to differentiate between the real signals that are coming from satellites and signals that are coming from an attacker. We have a working prototype for that, and with that we can alert the system or the sensor fusion system that an attack is going on. So then you can rely on other sensors to get your location fix.
Well, guys, I wish you luck. You're doing great work here.